Sada, dakle, dobar dan još jednom svima i hvala vam opet što smo se okupili u ovom broju. Evo, opet ću ponoviti, s nama je Kristijana iz pulske platforme Precious Plastics i ona će nam danas zapravo održati jednu prezentaciju o njihovom projektu i načinu na koji rade. Pa evo zapravo, Kristijana, ja bi sada tebi prepustila riječ da vodiš.
Može. Dobar dan svima. Pitanje, da li svi razumiju engleski?
Yes. Da.
Znači, so I can shift to English. That would be easier for me.
No problem.
I know a bit Croatian, but I would, okay. So great. I will share my screen. What you will see will be just a presentation that we've made last year in a festival called Escape the City in Pula, here in Istria. And I adjusted a bit the presentation for today, but it's basically the same thing with what happened in this festival. The main goal of this presentation was to share the message of how important it is to be responsible about our waste. This is the main goal, let's say. Can everyone see my screen? I hope so.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. So yeah, Precious Plastic Pula. Let's say that the price of plastic is expensive, so we should work around that. The basic introduction, just you know, in timeline wise, that we do have a good quality of life. If we look 100 years back, we are in golden times right now. We are, let's say, I think overpopulation is a big factor for the amount of unsorted waste that's going on. Mother Nature is actually giving signs of subtle signs that we should make a change and really care. Small actions can make a big impact, and plastic waste and sorting is actually a direct problem that we can reach. So that's why we are doing this, I guess. So yeah, small changes have a big impact. We are all a part of the puzzle. Sharing is caring, sharing experiences, just knowledge, and hanging out, working towards a better future. So to have fun always, everything we do, we should have always fun. And here is basically a scheme where this is you, this is me, this is each one of us, this blue guy. And let's say we manage to recycle 20% of our waste. And then the people around us, like our mom and dad or parents, whatever, grandpa, then cousins, neighbors, friends, and colleagues, they all see our actions and our worry. This copy-paste behavior happens if we are consistent. So if people will see that you carry so much, people will literally change their behavior. This happens. So there is the impact we see that we recycle, plus the impact we don't see from other people actually making a small change. So we actually have a bigger impact than we think. So we can imagine if we all start doing this, then we all create a bigger impact than we think. There's a short video I played during the workshop in the festival. I'm not sure if it's appropriated now, but I can just open real quick. Maybe it's not appropriated because of the sound. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but basically this is a story of how this guy in 2015 in India, a beach called Serova. I'm not sure of the name of the beach, but some beach in India was super polluted, like just you couldn't even see sand. So you see how it was, the condition of the beach. And in 3 years, he was able to collect 5 million kilograms of trash. He started alone, then he gathered few friends. Then those few friends actually created a bigger group of people, and today the beach is clean. So this is the beach, how it looks like now today. So yeah, small acts can make a big difference. And this is also proven mathematically by Tony Milun. I don't know if you heard about Tony Milun. He's a mathematician. He actually gives lessons online.
From Split, yeah.
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 Basically, I mean, I'm horrible in mathematics. I don't understand actually much, but this for me is pretty straightforward. So if we do nothing, nothing will happen. If we do anything at all, something will happen after 1 month, a few years, 5, 10 years. So yeah, this is proven mathematically. And yeah, moć malih djela, the power of small changes. So going to practical stuff. There's a big list of alternatives. Today, we all know about some alternatives. Maybe some people are more activist about it, some others are not. I've put it here a list of stuff that is possible to do. So at least in my case, I reuse a lot of packaging, and we can actually be creative about it. I actually do all of these things. But one thing I really want to bring out is the secondhand clothes. So clothes is a big pollutant today, is one of the biggest, and the fixing fashion is a really cool movement about changing the whole view about fashion. So it's not cool anymore that you create a collection of brand new clothes. It's cool that you actually fix your own clothes. I will put a few links maybe in the email by the end of the presentation or something with all of this, if you want to check it out. But basically they just sew old clothes together. So you see this skirt is a shirt, and the girl made a skirt out of it. These pants, avocado pants, okay. You see like this. Yeah.
We cannot see your screen. That you, I assume you are da nam govoriš zapravo o linku.
Yes.
Moraš nam staviti onda share screen na taj link koji si otvorila ponovno, jer ovako vidimo samo tvoju prezentaciju.
Yeah, wait. Sorry about that. Not sure why it's not.
Onda samo share screen.
Screen, tu vidim, da. Ok. Da sad vidite.
To.
Ok, cool. So, fixing fashion. This is how it looks like. This big global movement. And they basically just grab pieces of clothes that is not good anymore as it is. They take the good parts, send to either recycling or landfill, because it's where the cloth goes usually. But they try and fix it. So as I was saying, you see this is a skirt made out of a shirt, 2 shirts sewed together, and this is cool. This is now fashion. So each person can have their own unique piece of clothes. So they are really doing an amazing job. Going back to the presentation. So yeah, a lot of things we can do also about menstruation options for women. There's also many alternatives. I don't have here any link, but there's so many options that, but something I wanted to bring out. Another thing very important is the connection between locals, right? So here in Croatia, I know by my own network, Precious Plastic Mazuranac, which is some guy in Zagreb that has started a workshop to recycle plastic. Zlarin bez plastike is from Maya. but I also saw it before online at some point. Zero Waste Croatia, they also give a lot of alternatives and online materials from Ana Maria Pergomet. She started this movement. Sharing is Caring is just a page on Facebook, but they really, it's quite useful. You can pokloniti everything. People just actually put things that they don't need anymore, and someone that will need will, you know, hoće se javiti. Sorry, I'm half Croatian, half English right now because this is all in Croatian. But the point then, connecting with locals is really important. And Zeleni Telefon, they are already doing this. So if we go to their website, they basically have a small list of, in the end of the page, of all udrugas, of all associations that are going green. One of them being Zelena Akcija, Zelena Istra. These ones I know them the best. All others, I know this one ne postoji. This one doesn't exist, so I'm not sure about it.
We have here Teja Kuzmičić from Sunce.
Hey, Teja. So yeah, we should, like, for example, these other udrugas that these are not in Zeleni Telefon. It would be cool that each udruga calls Zeleni Telefon, you know, or put me there, put me on the list, so everyone can actually have this one place to have access. So we don't repeat ourselves or start something that maybe it's already being done. And this team can be so overwhelming that we have to remember that we are all adapting. You know, we just by eating healthy, fix your clothes, supporting locally, so support local businesses, the refusing to take plastic, getting to gardening, sharing is caring, so spread information. At least sometimes, if it's not too much, I usually clean as I go. So if I see something that I can manage with my hands and, you know, put in my backpack or something, I clean up as I go. Actually, it's not that it has a big impact, but these little things, I believe, in the long run, have a bigger impact than we think. Refuse, reduce, reuse, recycle. This is, you know, the 4 R's that can be 7, but we just put 4 because at least it's something. It's not the world that is destroying our dreams, it's our dreams that are destroying our world. This sentence I saw in a community center, someone wrote this, and I thought it was cool. It's kind of true. And now about the precious plastic universe. So they are doing an amazing job all over the world. Dave Hackens, he's the founder of Precious Plastic. He was basically in college and started a project into making plastic recycling more local. He built a shredder, so the blueprints and everything to build these machineries are available for free. Slowly they started to create a community, and as the community was growing, more and more ideas were coming, which led to the creation of One Army. So One Army is basically the mother project of all other projects like Precious Plastic and Fixing Fashion. And there's some other projects going on. And we can see how global they are. They have a map where you can put your pin. If you are active with plastic recycling or any project of their group, you can just put your pin. You need to prove that you are active. So if you go here in Pula, this is me. I'm a member. If you are a community, it will be green. If you are a workspace, which is in Zagreb, it will be blue. But yeah, you can see you know, it's everywhere. It's all over the world a little bit. And it's more successful. These projects are more successful in underdevelopment countries. So places like India and Africa, they are actually making business out of this. So they managed to assemble a few machines. People are just because they are surrounded with so much plastic. They were more practically. I'm not sure how to put this, but it makes more sense because it's the resources they have. So basically, they just managed to create business out of recycling plastic. You can dig into their website. It's a lot of information, and have fun while doing it. They also provide a lot of technical information about plastics. And in the workshop last year, basically, I've brought a whole bunch of plastic cleaned and mixed. And then we together try and separate it according to these instructions. So that was fun. People were, because we have to know how to identify each plastic. A lot of people don't know these numbers. A lot of people think that any symbol of recycling in packaging is recyclable. That is not recyclable. What is recyclable is what is most likely recyclable, because many systems, especially in Croatia, they are not functioning. Most of our waste is exported, right? But at least if we do buy a product that it has a triangle with a number on it, there's more chances that it will actually be recycled. Yeah, whole bunch of technical stuff. I will not go through that. Precious plastic also gives physical properties. So melting temperatures, density, all kinds of stuff. Also floating properties. If you want to make something that you need plastic to float, you will know if it will float in alcohol, in oil, water. So really, really good materials. They are amazing. Here in Pula, we started a community. It's ongoing. It's actually, we will meet today. We've been quite consistent with our weekly meetings, and we basically have fun. We have a small corner where we sort the plastic, and we melt it with ironing or with any other household materials. Arts and crafts is anyone can do, so anyone can actually use plastic. Live and Take is another project about sorting. So if we have a corner of, let's say, trash, it should be cleaned. Everything that is contaminated with food cannot be reused, but some other things can be reused. People can leave stuff. And if I will leave a plastic bag that I don't need anymore, then someone can come and take the plastic bag. Maybe they will need to put something in it. And this is in a community center. So the point here is just to reuse between everyone. We plan to eventually open a working space. We have a shredder right now. We bought Precious Plastic Pula bought a shredder. So we are actually in the process of assembling it. And the next step will be to clean the plastic so we can actually shred it. And then with time, we aim to get an extruder so we can actually make something out of it and be able to hold workshops from beginning to end. Yeah, so now I'll present some products that we did with our lovely arts and crafter, Valentina Spajic. She made these amazing pouches. So some for tobacco specifically she made, but some others also really nice. This is made from plastic bags. She was able to make all of these patterns. She used pieces of textile with plastic, which is not recommended to mix materials, but in this case, none of this will be recycled anyway, so at least we try and make something out of it. We made a prototype of a fan, Lepeza. This is materials from a printing studio that I was working at, and they were just throwing a lot of waste, and basically a lot of things that were still useful I would just bring to the co-working. I'm still, for me, it's a personal ongoing project. It's a rain cover out of plastic that was covering a couch, and it was so big that I just saw that I could actually melt. I made the pieces and melted to make a rain cover. And here you can have some materials. You see the ironing for the straightening the hair. This is stuff that we can use and melt the plastic. And here is some of our faces. So here is Valentina. Kiki is also from Pula. He's been around also helping out, mostly handman. Alex, she's the brain. She's the brain, but she really helped out with, because we wrote a few projects to get European funds, which we did not succeed. But yeah, very active member, and this is me. After this year, while we tried and make something out of this, we concluded that plastic recycling is very complex, that no one is perfect, we all make mistakes, and that making friends and sharing experiences is the most important thing. And we should have fun while doing all of this. You know, it doesn't have any point, at least for me, in my perspective, if we're not having fun. There's a thin line here, but this is so overwhelming subject that we should have fun, at least trying to do something good. And here I make a joke. I don't know if you know this. There is a joke about this. So this is like, I don't know if you know about this song, but it's if you can hear the song, but it's like, we're all in this together, because we are. There is no escape from this. So yeah, thank you, Maya, for making this available. Thank you everyone for listening. Please support One Army. Check out their materials: Precious Plastic, Fixing Fashion, Project Camp. It's another. They are prototyping a new way of living. Actually, they are in Portugal right now. Yeah, hopefully this was, you know, not too overwhelming, but yeah, this is what I managed to summarize with what we did. And yeah, be aware of the plastic. This I draw this, and I thought it was funny to put. Thank you everyone. This is it from my side.